Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today I do appreciate you stopping by, guys. This is Goose Island's Bourbon County brand stout. This is the 2018 edition. Last March I did a 2018 edition of the one that had the oranges or something in it. Let me take a quick look here to see which one that I had done.
I have which end.
The one I did was a stout aged in bourbon barrels with orange peels and cocoa nibs added. This is not that version, so I have not done a 2018 plain Jane version. It doesn't look like. I've done other years, so this was sent to me by Mr. Fudge, and this is the last one that I have that he has sent me. This wraps up his beer mile package he sent me last summer. Guys, we're wrapping it up. I think I have 2 more beers to review, and then it's done. Unless I see something in the store that I haven't reviewed before, I don't get a lot of big selections. That's a store that I buy, the Kroger's down the street here, and the little gas station / beer store, unless I drive across town to the craft beer store, which I may have to do here. And see if I can get my hands on some stuff that I have not done before. But now that I'm retired, I don't have a lot of funds to do that. So we'll see, guys. Like I said, we're going to review this one. Then I think I have 2 more in the fridge that I've had forever from Southern Tier, which I don't even get those beers here in Virginia anymore. They're not distributed here. They evidently, the distributors or somebody, they piss each other off, just like the Bell's Brewery doesn't distribute here anymore. The distributors here want to push their, the distributors here are into the Coors, Miller, Budweiser. That's what their bread and butter is, and they push those beers. And if they don't want to carry these beers, they don't. So they have to come from a specialty distributor or something that doesn't come to the grocery stores or the little gas station type stores. They do deliver to like Martin over at the Barrel Chest. But like I said, that's a trip across town to get my hands on something like this. And these beers are not cheap to buy. This is a $20 to $25 bottle of beer to buy. And it's not a 750 milliliter. It's a little bigger than a 12, but still. But, you know, AB InBev took control of those years ago. And the Bourbon County series of beers and their barley wines and stouts and others in this series seem to be pretty tasty to me. But they are not cheap to buy, guys. They are very, very pricey. But they are tasty beers. So, depends on how deep your pockets is and what you want to spend for a beer. I'm not going to make this a very long video. When I did that one back last March, it was over 17 minutes. So I'm not going to do that on this one, guys. So this was sent to me by, like I said, Mr. Fudge. 15.2%er on this one. Over to Beer Advocate, where they clump them all together, they have it at 14.7%. This one's a 15.2% because it changes from year to year or batch to batch. Over to Untapped, they have the 2018 listen, which is this one, but they also have the ABV wrong at 14.7%. I mean, it's written on there that it is a 15.2%, so I don't know why very unusual when Untapped has the wrong information, but they do on this one, guys. This is a 15.2%er. And on the back of it here, it says bottled on July 10th of 2018. And it says right underneath that, 15.2%. So Untapped needs to change that. They need to put the 15.2% for the 2018, which is what this is. The one I did back in March, like I said, had the orange peels, and the cocoa nibs had an orange label. This has the black label up here. So this is a different one. I thought it was the same one that I've done. So well, we're going to do it. Like I said, I'm wrapping up, getting all the beers out of the closets and the cellar and fridges, and we're about to get that done. That will happen this week. I've got 2 more to do, and then we'll be posting those. I'm about a week ahead, so unless I receive something or see something, I won't be posting every day. So, 60 IBUs according to Untapped, but they have the wrong ABV, so I don't know if that's accurate or not. And it says here, brewed in honor of the 1000th batch at our original Clybourne brew pub, a liquid as dark and dense as black hole with a thick foam and color of bourbon barrel. The nose is an intense mix of charred oak, chocolate, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. One sip has more flavor than your average case of beer. I wouldn't argue with that. And guys, I understand why breweries do sell out, and they go and get big wads of cash to increase their production or expand their facility and increase distribution. So it's a win-win for the owners and the distribution of their beers, but it's not a win-win for us as consumers of craft beer, because, like I said, if more than 25% is owned by a big company, they're not considered a craft beer anymore. But, you know, it's your dollars. You can spend it where you, if you want to support these guys, that is absolutely your prerogative. I still buy the New Belgium beers, the Imperial Voodoo Ranger. Y'all see that in there all the time. And I say I don't support the guys that sell out, but I have very limited selection here at the Kroger store where I buy my go-to beers, and that's just one of them since I can't get Bell's anymore. So, I apologize if you think I'm doing a double negative or a double standard here, but I mean, I'm very limited to what I can pick up on this side of town without having to make a 30-minute drive across town to pick up something. So, if you think I'm kind of wishy-washy on that, or shouldn't be buying those, that's your decision to make and your prerogative. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't watch them. So that's basically how it is. And basically, after the next 2 beers I have in the refrigerator, you might not be watching them anymore unless you're watching an old one, because it's probably going to come to an end unless, like I said, I see something I haven't reviewed or something that's sent to me. So let's get on with this one. Like I said, I didn't want it to be a huge, long video. Let's get it open. I am a big fan of this series of beers, even though ABV and Bev owns them. And this was sent to me by Mr. Fudge, so thank you again, sir. I do appreciate it. Sorry it's taken me so long to review this, but these beers sell very, very well. And I was kind of hoping to get some more stuff in, and so I wouldn't have to review it and was going to sell it for a little bit. But I try not to do this on a lot of beers that people send to me, unless they send me more than one and say review one and then sell one. So yeah, it is what it is. Mr. Fudge, thanks again. I do appreciate it, sir. Not much of a head on that pour, but I did pour it fairly easily. Good looking beer. I'm expecting good things here. To the nose we go. What I like about the Bourbon County series, whether it's barley wine or stout or whatever series, and they do different things with like cocoa nibs and orange peels and the stouts. I mean, they do a lot of different variations of these styles of beer, but the bourbon notes are usually pretty impressive on this style of beer, and it is on this. Big bourbon notes, very, very nice. Roasted malt, caramel, toffee, black molasses, a little bit of bittersweet chocolate, probably even going to be some dark fruit in there once it warms up, which we do always on every beer. Smells awesome. So let's dive in. Final beer of the evening for me Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mr. Fudge. Thank you, sir. That is absolutely outstandingly delicious, guys. It is a pricey beer, but it is a very, very well done beer. You're getting those big, huge bourbon notes on this beer. And when they bourbon barrel a beer, no matter whether it's a month, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 months in the barrel, the longer it sits in those barrels, usually the more expensive it's going to end up being, because it's costing them money to let those barrels sit there and taking up space in the brewery. Bottom line. Awesome. And the longer it sits in the glass, I'm already getting notes on the nose now of some coconut and some vanilla. Maybe a little woodiness from the barrel, and that's where the coconut and the vanilla is coming from. That is an awesome beer, guys. I am not going to take it away from anything that they do, even though I'm not a fan of AB InBev, but I am a fan of this series of beers from Goose Island that are still done in Chicago. Very tasty. Very, very tasty, guys. Delicious. It's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to sip on this. I'll come up to room temperature and we'll come back and give it a grade. Alright, guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on it for about an hour. It's an outstanding beer, guys. I can't take it away, even though I'm not a fan of AB InBev. But this is a very outstanding beer. It's very tasty. It's a little on the pricey side, but it is a very, very well-made beer. You're getting the big bourbon notes. You're getting roasted malt. You're getting caramel toffee, black molasses, bittersweet chocolate, vanilla, coconut, maybe a hint of some dark fruit. Very well done, guys. And they do a lot of different variations of the Bourbon County series. I'm a fan of all of those, but they are pricey beers to buy, especially around here. Now, maybe closer to the Bourbon, not so much, but around here they are. They are expensive beers to get your hands on, and they're not distributed to the local Kroger stores or the little gas station / beer store that I buy a lot of go-to beers from. You actually would have to go to a craft beer store to get your hands on this around here. Maybe not so in your area, but I do enjoy these beers, especially this series of beers, the Bourbon County series, whether it's a stout, barley wine, or whatever. They are very, very well made. In my humble, honest opinion, it is a very enjoyable beer, a super final beer of the evening for me. And like I said, thanks again to Mr. Fudge for sending this one to me. Cheers, everybody. Super delicious, guys. That is a very, very nice beer. Especially if you like this series, if you like a bourbon stout, this is definitely a top-notch beer. It is. It's a 100 for me, guys, on this one. Very, very tasty. Probably one of the tastier beers that I've had recently in this series. Very, very nice. But again, a pricey beer. 100 for me. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 100 also. World class. I agree 100%. And over to Untapped, they have it at 4.47. Awesome numbers from those guys. Not the best numbers I've seen, but definitely in their upper A category also. Tasty beer, guys. So if you've had the 2018 edition of the regular version of the Bourbon County brand stout, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.